Radio check, everybody. While we get some technical issues handled here. Uh, Good to see everybody. 17, well, actually, it's 1900. 1700 was a couple of hours ago. 1900, folks, and we're checking in on our battle buddies. And if you're joining us tonight, please let us know where from. We'd be happy to talk to you and get connected. Uh, Vince is a little fuzzy. He's doing some.
I'll stay fuzzy for a little while, but I'm just happy to be here, folks. I missed y'all last episode on April Fool's Day, April 1st, the Chief's birthday, honoring Enrique's mom's year anniversary and heavenly birthday. But I'm just so grateful to be here. I was doing a campaign for Leukemia and Lymphoma Society, but I'm here in full force. Me representing purple, fuzzy purple, that is, because again, this whole month is about those military loved ones, our kids. It's their month, and I wanted to represent them well this month as well. So I'm just grateful for be here. It is Good Friday. Those that celebrate Easter, happy Easter this whole weekend. We had some delicious red snapper just a little while ago, and just pleased to be here. I will try to fix this little fuzziness going on and be a little bit clear. Byron Jackson, what's up, my brother? Where you calling in from, my man? Hey, let us know. Thank you for being here, Byron. Happy Easter to you and your family. Happy Friday. And you know what, Enrique? What's going on in your world, brother?
Pretty busy. Pretty busy. He's who? Hey, hey. I just had her on Aloha Friday Live, Army sister.
Who?
Yeah, doing it up in Atlanta.
At the 404, something like that. The Peach State. Yeah. Well, welcome, Miss Dorita, to the show, Miss Bailey. Thank you for joining us. Happy Easter to you as well. So Enrique said he was very busy. He's
Yeah,
back episodes today. He's a
yeah,
co-author. He's got a lot he got to tell us all about.
yeah. I've had three shows today. So it's funny. We keep going. And Dorita throws back a hood at you. There you go. uh, so yeah.
Hey,
So Byron,
Mm.
brother, look. Every time I see this, and my heart sinks, right? Because you well know my mom passed from COVID. So Lord bless you, man, and give you health. In the next couple of days, man, and that you recover fully from that. We just never know with that particular virus, right? So we'll be praying for you, brother, for your full recovery.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, we got Jamie Taylor saying hello all the way from down under Australia. I tell you, busy day. Recorded earlier, had a show, a live show earlier to this, but I love it. And two books come out in the last 2 weeks. First book I co-authored, it's called Voices for Leadership, and then we just released our second book this last couple of days ago, and we're excited about it. It's called Alliance Pride: The Scars That Silence Kings. Now it's one of those tell-all type books, right? So you'll be creeping behind the curtain. It's not all pretty, I'll tell you that right now. But the good thing about it is that it did come out as the number one release in its category and a bestseller right off the bat. So I'm grateful for that. Yes, message me later, brother. I'll keep you in my prayers, man. But yeah, busy. Trying to make do. A lot of people use this period in time in history to do different things, right? we had just started our podcasts. I had just started podcasting. All that stuff started right around the time we start shutting things down.
Mhm.
Um, but many people have endeavored to go and write books, and so I wanted to be an author, and I said I wanted to, and I did it. And and not only once, twice, and in October, my book will be out. My original, my book. So that'll be out in October. And that one's a funny one because it's entitled "Taking You from Success to Success." And it's a comical play on words, but it's a leadership book, and I'm happy about that.
Well, congratulations, my brother, for everything you have done and what we are expecting coming up with this nuts your own book. Well,
Yeah,
I'm
perfect.
excited to get my own copy autographed. And and for those out there, we're here for the opportunities just to check in as we do every first and the 15th. Byron, again, as Enrique said, thoughts and prayers to you battling COVID. Everyone else who have joined, thank you for being here. Look, I'm lending you my smile today. That you know that it can be difficult, but we have folks to support one another. We're here for you. Let us know if you need us to reach out to someone or you need to find someone to reach out to. Hey, we're here to reach out ourselves. And as Enrique says, I do her quotes every time. And here's what I wanted to share this week. And Easter is right around the corner. A lot of Easter egg hunts, taking a lot of pictures. So this is about a camera. So life is like a camera. Focus on what is important, capture the good times, develop from the negative, and if things do not work out, take another shot, people. Take another shot. Definitely so. And another one I wanted to share that was given to me a couple of days ago is, when you clinch, when you tight, when you close your fist, you cannot let go. You only can let go by opening up. So, folks, please, if you're like this right now, tight, let go. Release your hands, release your body, and it does some wonders for you physically, mentally, and spiritually. So don't you can't let go by having your fist closed, people. Let go by opening and releasing.
That's powerful. I was taking notes. Focus, capture, develop, and reshoot. Hey, there's a a SOP there for you if things ain't going right. But and definitely, we could hold on to um, some things past their time of expiration if we always grip it.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes we just got to let go of those things.
Mm-hmm.
But you can't receive if you don't go like this.
That's
There's
right.
no way. Yeah,
Don't
you
let
got to receive. So hopefully you can, you're in receive mode, and not having to clench your fist. But you know, it, radio check is for that. That's why we did it. That's why we're tuning in every first and 15th to check on our battle buddies, make sure everything's okay. Because you know what, everybody's not okay. Everybody's not okay, whether they say it or not. And there may be some good periods in our times, but my co-host is going through the last couple, several months. You know, death in the family, and now again. So life is not easy, um, but you can make a decision, right? You can actually decide. Um, is it going to be some sad days? There's going to be some rough days. What you decide to do is important. So that focus, capture, develop, and shoot again. Because that's all we have. My boys, they want to play video games with me, and sometimes they see that I bail, I run, and they're like, "What you running?" I say, "Hey, you got to live to fight another day, buddy. You go ahead and die a hero. Go ahead." You go ahead. I'm a fight again.
yeah.
But and so sometimes the situation calls for us to reassess, even if in a bad situation, and see how we can actually get that shot in to get that picture that we want.
Hmm.
And
Absolutely.
sometimes it's rough.
Yep. And I'll share this little saying right here because everybody should know that no matter what, you always matter. You matter to yourself, you matter to your family, uh, and you matter to the world, folks. So, make that decision. Keep your hands open, let go of the past, and try to live another day. And sometimes to understand that not being okay, it's all right. Be all right with that decision that day because tomorrow's not promised, but tomorrow is another day to make it better. So we have to do it day by day, hour by hour, minute by minute. But I'm just grateful to have folks on here today. Like Byron's battling COVID. That's something he's doing day by day, minute by minute, hour by hour. And a lot of us, some of us, have been battling mental health issues every hour, every day, every minute. But you know what? Coming in these forums, just understanding that there's a lot of similarities. You're not alone. You do matter, and we all have choices. And Jamie's asking some questions, and he's going to put it up. What's the deal with the nail polish? I will share that in 30 seconds, Miss Jamie Taylor. But again, you all matter today. We always check in on you all the first and the 15th. Yes, Miss Bailey, we are not alone. We all on in this fight together. That's why we develop a team mentality, the herd mentality, the pack mentality to help all those. We go far together. So please, folks, know that we have each other's six, each other's back. I just personally want to say for all my brothers and sisters, nothing but love for you. And whatever we can do, here we are every first and the 15th doing this. And we want to let you know we want to shine the light on something so important. The invisible wounds of war, bottom line. The visible wounds of those first responders, those medical officers and medical providers. They deal with it day in and day out. Radio Check is here for you, people. So I'm honored to do this. And I just love doing it. It's exactly like you say. It's for you. It's for all of us. So thank you for that. And Miss Jamie, to answer your question, why these nails are polished, as you can see, I only have 8 nails polished, and Enrique's laughing. So we had a guest on our Leadership Void podcast, and he had his nails painted, and because of his daughter, he had them painted. So I'm in this 10-week campaign for Leukemia Lymphoma Society, hence why I missed last episode on 1st of April, raising funds to cure blood cancer and give those patients those accolades and do more research to do things that are non-toxic when they take chemotherapy. So I'm on week 8. Each week I paint a nail, talk about a statistic of LLS. This is week 8. We just did it. Where is that nail? Here it is. Leukemia is actually the 8th top cause of death in women in the United States, and things like that. And so each week I share one. You can look at my YouTube, look at my LinkedIn, and see all the other 7 weeks. But that's the reason why the nail polish. Thanks for asking.
Yeah, it's not a shop of horror or nothing like that going on.
No.
No, I tagged T Shane there so he could listen. But yeah, it was very inspirational to hear him talk about his daughter time, right? And she wanted to paint nails, so that's what they did, and it served a different purpose, for this effort, to battle this type of cancer that people, yeah, it really. And you don't understand how many different things are going on in the world and are eradicating people from our lives. It's not just the homicides and the things and the terrible things that happen, like in New York, right? That was a terrible thing. Those are incidents like that, but there's these diseases and all these different things that happen to us in our body that from one day to the next, could, take you out. I was looking at um, Damon John earlier today. He was talking about a procedure he went in. He went in for one thing, and they found he had a stage 2 cancer that he had no idea was going on in his body. They
Wow.
were able to address it because they caught it. And that's the importance of going in and getting checked out every year, folks. Let them do what they got to do so that you could have a chance. Because let's say he skipped, right, and negated himself, and he skipped just because he thought he was healthy. Lord only knows if that would have been 3 or 4 by the time they got to him, right? So good for him to get on there and take care of himself. And hopefully everybody here that's listening is taking care of yourself. Get checked. And you mentioned mental well-being earlier. The last couple of years have been a toll on people's minds.
Hmm.
You know, and I was talking to Dorita earlier. She's like within weeks period, a month period, she had 4 people pass in her family,
Mm.
and that that it has an impact. It has
Right.
an impact. It's not just in the heart and how you feel. It has an impact, and so you have to be, I would say, just aware enough to say, man, I need to talk to somebody. I need to go see somebody. I need to, have somebody evaluate this because there is just so much going on, right? And it doesn't stop. Earlier, what was it? Yesterday, I was looking at space weather because I'm a meteorologist.
Geek.
Dorita's father was a meteorologist in the Air Force. Uh,
Oh.
yeah, in the Air Force. And I'm a meteorologist, and space weather is what some a branch of what we do. And there was a huge flare, like a handful of days ago, enough from the sun, a solar flare
Mm.
that I have never seen in all of my time in meteorology. And they were
Wow.
talking about, hey, it was going to get here. That radiation that came out was going to get here yesterday, but it affected mostly the poles. The poles. Had that been in a different position, it'd have blacked out a good chunk of the world. So
Wow.
imagine if after these last 2 years that we just went through, if we had to go through blackout,
Blackout period.
a global blackout.
You will know who your first responders, your military,
Look,
you know, those who prepare for doomsday, who they are. Everybody be
look,
supermarkets are crazy during COVID. Imagine now. Imagine
you
that.
you thought COVID was a thing,
Right.
not a global blackout. Yeah, that's and so I was looking at that, just looking and just verifying, and then going back and makes it started at and they call them G levels, right? But it started at a 2 when they said the messages. It slowly went down to 1 to negligible, and obviously yesterday we did not see those type of impacts, but the polls still were impacted.
Mhm.
Um, and it's just to see how much. You just don't know how
My
much.
God. Well,
But yeah,
just like the earth is shielded depending on its position and timing, we are also shielded depending on our timing and where we at, and we have that choice in life. And I'm going back to some of the comments I see. Jamie said also, it looks very lovely on you. Thank you. Very innovative idea. Much appreciated. It must be an interesting job. Happiness and purpose. It's about, to me, it's more than a job. It's really just a way of living or living our legacy. Be the change you want to see in the world. That's Gandhi's saying. That's one of the things, models I default to. And also, Dorita says we all need an outlet, and talking about it isn't weakness. So, so true. And I'm first to say that I thought it was. I thought talking about my issues was me not being the man I was, and there's a whole new subject we could get into. But to your point, talking is not a weakness. It's being vulnerable, having the courage to talk. It's more important, and not holding it right here between the couple inches between left and right pole of your brain, because that's not going to do you any justice. Let it out. Let it be known. Don't hold it. Like I said earlier, this is not going to do you any good. Opening up is going to be the way to go. And you too as well. Yeah, thank you for sharing, because yeah, some of us have too much pride or so much what of our heritage of our culture not to talk about our issues. But ladies and gentlemen, I'm here to tell you, talk, say it. I did not know and did not want to disclose my issues with PTSD when I was growing into the military and after. I've been out of the military since '07, and it took me almost 10 years before I started disclosing. So, folks, please get the help, seek the time that you need for yourself, because only you can take care of you. And that's one thing that you need to understand, and let your eyes, your mind, and your body open to receiving feedback and receiving resources to help you. Radio Check is one example of it. Next month is Mental Health Awareness Month. But here we are every day for 365, every twice a week, twice a month, excuse me. But we know mental health is important 365. So that's why we have another reason why we're doing this. And Dorita, like you, sharing that talking is important, that we also are guilty of at that guilty pleasure of not saying anything. But I appreciate you honestly saying that, because the more we do that, the easier it is for folks to open up. And our sons and our daughters see that in us too as well. So we're not superwoman and superman. We're human. So thank you for that.
All right, brother. If you wouldn't mind sharing the your quotes and your sayings, just to wrap us up here as we're coming to a close.
Sure, sure. Before I say it, a few things, since we have 3 or 4 of you online. If you take a minute, go to our YouTube channel, The Leadership Void, and like us and subscribe. The 4 of you or 3 of you, whoever's on, will get a chance to win a wonderful book. It's titled Standing O, the military edition by Scott McGregor. It's an autographed book. The Leadership Void YouTube channel. All right, that was my message. Yep, there's the book right there. Hoop, there it is. I don't know what side he's on screen, but so please do us that favor. You can help us out, reach our next goal, which is 200. And talking about goal, right behind Enrique's cranium and head, we have, who is our sponsor? It is the home team of Round Point Mortgage Service Corporation. They have sponsored us through this whole year. We're going strong with them. Thank you, home team. Thank you, Round Point. And Enrique dropped in the chat, drop in the comments how to reach us so you can subscribe. Here goes that quote he asked about. Life is like a camera. Focus on what is important. Capture the good times. Develop from the negative. And if things do not work out, take another shot, people. Take another shot. SOP, we're in the writings right there. Woo!
That's right.
April 15th. Hey.
Yeah, so yeah, April 15th. That's crazy.
Practice, people. Make sure you've done those.
and you know, we have our brother Byron up there doing all that stuff. I don't know if he's actively doing it. He should be resting. So you know, that's what I'm telling you. You better rest, man. But yeah, we'll be back on the 1st in a matter of 2 weeks, and it goes fast, people. It goes fast. Before we know it, we'll be back here.
Another point. Next time we meet, I'm at another event, so unfortunately, I will be also doing comedy for LLS, wrapping up LLS. So I apologize in advance. You will not see me May 1st, but I will be there in spirit and mind and soul.
All right, and I ain't gonna do the quote. That's his job. So
he ain't. Hopefully, somebody will ask him to do it in the chat. Put in the comment on May 1st, Enrique, please say a quote. That will make my day, people. Jamie, Dorita, and Mr. Byron, help a brother out.
See, now I'm going to have some quotes ready just in case.
See? That's how
I ain't
you
going to catch me slipping.
I'm running. Well, yeah.
All right, folks. We're coming up to the end of our radio check. We do this for half hour on the 1st and 15th every month so that we can allow an avenue for someone that may need it, to get in, to reach out, tell us how they're doing, if we can help them, or if they need assistance, that we can get them. Dorita, she's already 2 weeks ahead. Look, that's Army right there. They get 2 weeks ahead already.
Thank you, Dorita. And I will drop the one I just said onto the comments when this is over, so you all can have it, use it, apply it, and definitely do it. Use it however you need to.
All right. So thank you for joining us tonight. We appreciate it. You coming in and keeping us busy. But we'll see you guys all on the 1st. God bless you all.
Take care.